Well, you fight like the devil to just keep your head above water. Chained to whatever you got that you can't throw away. And you're shooting through space on this river of life that you're riding. And it's whirling and sucking you deeper on down every day. So you turn to your trusty old partner to share some old feeling. And you find to your shock that your faithful companion is gone. And the truth slowly dawns that you're lost and alone in deep water. And you don't even know how much longer there is to go on. Like an old holy Bible you clung to through so many seasons, with the rules of survival in words you could still understand. When the prove something wrong you believed in so long, you go crazy. You're so close to folding the cards that you hold in your hand, singing Holy Toledo, I can't see the light anymore. All those horizons that I used to guide me are gone, and the darkness is driving me farther away from the shore. Throw me a rhyme or a reason to try to go on. Thank you. Hello, Sweden. See the ruin on the hill where the smoke is hanging still, like an echo of an age long forgotten. There's a story of a home crushed beneath those blackened stones, and the roof that fell before the beams were rotten. Cecil Darby loved his wife, and he labored all his life to provide her with material possessions. And he built for her a home of the finest wood and stone, and the building soon became his sole obsession. Oh, it took 300 days for the timbers to be raised, and the silhouette was seen for miles around, and the gables reached as high as the eagles in the sky, but it only took one night to bring it down. castle tumbled to the ground. Though they shared a common bed, there was precious little said in the moments that he'd set aside for sleeping, 'cause his busy dreams were filled with the rooms he'd yet to build, and he never heard young Ellen Darby weeping. Then one night he heard a sound as he laid his pencil down, and he traced it to her door, turned the handle, and the pale light of the moon through the window of the room split the shadows where two bodies lay entangled. Oh, it took 300 days for the timbers to be raised, and the silhouette was seen for miles around, and the gables reached as high as the eagles in the sky, but it only took one night to bring it down. When Darby's castle tumbled to the ground. Thank you. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, heading for the train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana, blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With them windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I'd done. Every night she kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away, looking for the home I hope she'll find. And I'd trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Buddy, that was good enough for me. And Janice, good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Thank you. Got a song about a soldier riding somewhere on a train, empty sleep into his shoulder, and some pills to ease the pain. Started drinking in El Paso. He was drunk in San Antonio, telling strangers who were sleeping how he hated going home. Just a simple song of freedom. He was never fighting for. No one's listening when you need 'em. Ain't no fun to sing that song no more. Got a song about a sister waiting lonesome by the phone for some man who never missed her ever since he come and gone. And it's harder for a woman with a baby on the way. That's the price of being human when you're poor enough to pay. Just a simple song of freedom that she listens to in the silence at her door. No one's missing till you need 'em. Ain't no fun to sing that song no more. Got a song about a savior looking lonesome and afraid at a city full of strangers and a cross he never made. And he's sadder than he's wiser, and a longer way from home. And he wonders why his father left him bleeding and alone. Just a broken song of freedom and the closing of a door. No one's missing till you need 'em. Ain't no fun to sing that song no more. Thank you. Well, it's fun to sing this song here. I was running through the summer rain and trying to catch that evening train and kill the old familiar pain weaving through my tangled brain. When I tipped my bottle back, I smacked into a cop I didn't see. Big mistake. That policeman said, Mr. Cool, if you ain't drunk, then you're a fool. I said, if that's against the law, tell me why I never saw a man locked in that jail of yours who wasn't either black or poor as me. Well, that was when someone turned out the lights. I wound up in jail to spend the night and dream of all the whining lonely girls in this best of all possible world. Well, I woke up next morning feeling like my head was gone and like my thick old tongue was a-licking something sick and wrong. And I told that man I'd sell my soul for something wet and cold as that old cell. And I would have. That kindly jailer grinned at me, all eaten up with sympathy, and poured himself another beer and came and whispered in my ear, "It booze is just a dime a bottle, boy. You couldn't even buy the smell." I said I knew there was something I liked about this town, but it takes more than that to bring me down, down, down. 'Cause there's still a lot of whining lonely girls in this best of all possible worlds. Did you know that in the land of the free, the USA, we got more people behind bars than any nation on the planet? That's right, son, we're number one. They finally came and told me they was gonna set me free, and I'd be leaving town if I knew what was good for me. I said it's nice to learn that everybody's so concerned about my health. They were obsessed with it. I said I won't be leaving no more quicker than I can, 'cause I've enjoyed about as much of this as I can stand. I don't need this town of yours more than I never needed nothing else. There's still a lot of drinks that I ain't drunk, lots of pretty thoughts that I ain't thunk, and Lord, there's still so many lonely girls in this best of all possible worlds. Well, thank you. What'd you say? I can't hear you. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to sing this one here. Was a man named Mahatma Gandhi, would not bow down and would not fight. Knew the deal was down and dirty, nothing wrong could make it right away. But he knew his duty and the price he had to pay. just another holy man who tried to make a stand. My God, they killed him. Another man from Atlanta, Georgia, name of Martin Luther King, shook the land like rolling thunder, made the bells of freedom ring today, with a dream of beauty that they could not burn away. Just another holy man who dared to be a friend. My God, they killed him. Ain't Bob Dylan, but there you are. The only Son of God Almighty, the Holy One called Jesus Christ, healed the lame and fed the hungry. For his love they took his life away. On the road to glory, where the story never ends, just the Holy Son of Man will never understand. My God, they killed him. Sing about Mahatma Gandhi, sing of Martin Luther King, sing of Jesus Christ Almighty and the brothers Kennedy. On the road to glory, where the story never ends.
Thank you. I sang that so fast I got time to take a drink. It was too fast.
Well, I woke up Sunday morning, no way to hold my head, it didn't hurt. Some of you all might be doing that tomorrow. The beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt, and I'm wearing it. And I washed my face and combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoked my brain the night before on cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing at a can that he was kicking. Then I crossed the empty street, caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I'd lost somehow, somewhere along the way. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'cause there's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound on the sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl who he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school, listened to the song that they were singing. Then I headed back for home, and somewhere far away a lonesome bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyon like the disappearing dreams of yesterday. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned, 'cause there's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound on the sleeping city sidewalks Sunday morning coming down. Thank you. Well, I'm still nervous. I don't know. It's nervous when I'm playing here in the land of my ancestors in Sweden. And if you see any of my relatives, tell them I'm not as drunk as I was the last time I was here. This one's called In the News. Hey, I did that. You must have missed it. Read about the sorry way he done somebody's daughter, chained her to a heavy thing and threw her in the water. And she sank into the darkness with her baby son inside her. Little piece of truth and beauty died, burning up the atmosphere and cutting down the trees. The billion-dollar bombing of a nation on his knees. Anyone not marching to their tune, they call it treason. Everyone says God is on his side. See the lightning, hear the cry of the wounded in a world in holy war. Mortal thunder from the sky, killing everything they say they're fighting for. Broken babies, broken homes, broken-hearted people dying every day. How'd this happen? What went wrong? Don't blame God, I swear to God, I heard him say, not in my name, not on my ground. I want nothing but the ending of the war. No more killing, or it's over. and the mystery won't matter anymore. Broken dreamers, broken rules, broken-hearted people just like me and you. We are children of the stars. Don't blame God, I swear to God, he's crying too. Not in my name, not on my ground. I want nothing but the ending of the war. No more killing, or it's over. And the mystery won't matter anymore. Read about the sorry way he done somebody's daughter, chained her to a heavy thing and threw her in the water. And she sank into the darkness with their baby son inside her. A little piece of truth and beauty died. Thank you.
Okay, here's a song Johnny Cash wrote in his autobiography. I was reading Johnny Cash's autobiography, and he said this might be his favorite song by any songwriter of our times. I said, I wished I'd known that when he was still alive, because I'd sung it every time I saw him. But I'll sing it for him today.
The scene was a small roadside cafe. The waitress was sweeping the floor. Two truck drivers drinking their coffee. Two oaky kids by the door. How much are them candies, they asked her. How much have you got, she replied. We've only a penny between us. Them's two for a penny, she lied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, with the smell of rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. One truck driver called to the waitress after the kids went outside. Them candies ain't two for a penny. So what's it to you, she replied. In silence they finished their coffee, got up and nodded goodbye. She called, hey, you left too much money. So what's it to you, they replied. And the daylight was heavy with thunder, with the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again.
Thank you.
Take the ribbon from your hair. Shake it loose, let it fall. Laying soft against my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. help me make it through the night. I don't care what's right or wrong, yes I do. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend. 'Cause yesterday is dead and gone. Thank God. And tomorrow's out of sight. Thank God for that too. And it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through tonight. That helps, thank you. Seen another soldier who got wasted in the war. Said he left his soul there overseas. The notion he defended doesn't matter anymore. Circumstance had brought him to his knees. He sat there in the stillness of a cold and empty room. Down the hall I heard a baby cry. He looked up from the potion he was cooking in a spoon. Nailed me with the anger in his eye. He said, do you really believe in freedom? I said, I do. He said, oh, what about me? They killed both of her parents in an undercover war for wanting all their children to be free. She said it's even sadder that it's in El Salvador. They named it for the Savior, don't you see? Suddenly the truth was like a blinding flash of light. Holy thunder rolled across the sky. I stared into the wonder of the warrior Jesus Christ. Destiny was burning in his eyes. He said, do you really believe in freedom? I said, I do. He said, oh, what about me? And the man in Cuba said, do you really believe in freedom? I said, I do. He said, oh, what about me? And in Baghdad he said, you really believe in freedom? I said, I do. He said, oh, what about me? Thank you. So many people got so many lines. They've all been tried and it's true. They've all got so many reasons for changing your mind. There ain't none of them new. But there's just so little distance between me and you. I think we're two of a kind. We won't do nothing
you don't wanna do. I won't tell you no lie. So tell me, how do you feel about fooling around? Down from your head to your toes. Ain't nothing realer than right here and now. If that's as far as it goes. And it goes. You are so crazy. You never miss nothing. You never know. You never know till you try. Hey, we can take it or leave it alone. But we got so little time anyway. 'Cause you got your, how do you feel about fooling around? Seriously, down from your head to your toes. Ain't nothing realer than right here and now. If that's as far as it goes. Thank you. And I took myself down to the Tally-Ho Tavern to buy me a bottle of beer. I sat me down by a tender young maiden whose eyes were soft as her hair. And as I was searching from bottle to bottle for something unfoolish to say, that silver-tongued devil just slipped from the shadows and smilingly stole her away. I said, hey, little girl, don't you know he's the devil? He's everything that I ain't. Hiding intentions of evil intentions under the smile of a saint. All he's good for is getting in trouble and shifting his share of the blame. And some people swear he's my double, and some even say we're the same. But the silver-tongued devil's got nothing to lose. I'll only live till I die. We take our own chances and pay our own dues. Well, my youngest little boy, who was about 6 years old, he said to me, that's not a good song. And I said, how come that's not a good song? He says, because you're blaming all your own mistakes on somebody else. Well, since then, I guess he's come to learn that we're pretty tight. Me and the silver-tongued devil, the silver-tongued devil and I. Well, Johnny Cash always thought I wrote this song about him. See him wasted on the sidewalk in his jacket and his jeans, wearing yesterday's misfortunes like a smile. Once he had a future full of money, love, and dreams, which he spent like they was going out of style. And he keeps right on a change for the better or the worse, searching for a shrine he's never found.
never knowing if believing is a blessing or a curse, or if the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a picker, he's a prophet, he's a pusher, he's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth, partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. He has tasted good and evil in your bedrooms and your bars. He traded in tomorrow for today, running from his devil's lord and reaching for the stars, and losing all he loved along the way. But if this world keeps right on turning, for the better or the worse, and all he ever gets is older and around. From the rocking of the cradle to the rolling of the hearse, the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a liar, he's a prophet, he's a dreamer, he's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and mostly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. And there's a lot of wrong directions on that lonely way back home. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could do all those that you're asking for. Yeah, well, we got a time limit, and I'm gonna do one here. Killing babies in the name of freedom. We've been down that sorry road before. They let us hang around a little longer than they should have. It's too late to fool us anymore. We've seen the ones who kill the ones with vision. Cold-blooded murder right before your eyes. Today they hold the power and the money and the guns. It's getting hard to listen to their lies. And I just gotta wonder what my daddy would have done if he'd seen the way they turned his dream around. I gotta go by what he told me. Try to tell the truth and stand your ground. Don't let the bastards get you down. Bombing Baghdad back into the Stone Age. Round the clock, 40 days. Killed them in their homes and on their highways. Then after a decade of crippling sanctions, we decided to go back in there and do it all over again. Fighting terrorism. I just gotta wonder what my daddy would have done if he'd seen the way they turned his dream around. I gotta go by what he told me. Try to tell the truth and stand your ground. Don't let the bastards get you down. God bless you for your spirit.